Hello, Slicey Dicers. This is Brian with another knife video for you. Today, we have another challenge video. Gonna tag a few people at the end of this, and I'll mention it to some other guys on Instagram. I hope we get a lot of video responses. We got a few for the last one, but the last one I was a bit ambiguous about the rules. The last one was 5 knives for $500. The theory, and it's still the same with this, the theory is all your stuff is gone. You've only got 500 bucks. You need to buy 5 knives, at least 5. You can get 6, but you need to buy at least 5 for 500 bucks. That's what it was. This is similar to that, but it's for $250. So 5 knives for 250 bucks, much harder, much more budget oriented. The difference I'm going to make in this one, I meant this in my head, but I didn't say it when I did the video, so I understand why people didn't read my mind. You don't want to get into that, trust me. But I mean just folding knives. These are just folders. You don't need to include any fixed blades or any of that like multi-tools, anything like that. Just folding knives. You're just replacing your folding knife collection, 5 knives for 250 bucks. Here are the other rules. The other rules are no secondary market, so nothing used. Only reputable resellers. You can pick prices from eBay and Amazon, that's fine, but if it's on eBay, it's got to be like a normal, buying it new, normal reseller. There are some reputable ones on eBay that are fine, but you know, no personal people. And also no exclusives or special editions. It has to be stuff that people can actually buy, not something that's a one-off or something like that. So here we go. And I admit I stretch the rules myself. I'm multiple people now inside my own head. Let's go. I'm going to do these in order of most expensive to least. I'll give the price total at the end. I didn't give the price total my last one. I think I was about $3 shy of 500, but I don't remember exactly what it was now. First up, I need a heavy-duty knife, right? I got to have a beater, a good heavy-duty one that I can really wail on and not worry about hurting it. Easy choice on that. These are all knives I have, by the way, but you can use stuff you don't have. One of them I didn't have, but it was kind of hard to find, but I found one, so I got it, and I waited to do this video till I got it. But my first choice, my hard-duty, heavy-use knife is the Cold Steel American Lawman. I really like this knife, and when I got it, I didn't want it, and I got it just for a comparison review. Plan on catching and releasing it. Love it. It's grown on me. It's such a good heavy-duty knife. I really, really like it. 90 bucks on Amazon. It's obviously a lion's portion, is that a thing, of my budget, but I think it's worth it. Good ergonomics. It's pretty light. XHP steel. Quasi almost super steel, so that's pretty cool. And fills that heavy-duty category for me very, very well. Now next, again, I'm going down on price, which is not the order I have them on there. The next one I chose, this one was tough. I had 3 knives I was vacillating between for this category, but and at this kind of price point. But here's the one I chose. I chose the Steel Will Resident. Why did I choose that? D2 steel. Spoiler alert, you're going to see a lot of D2 in this video, but D2 steel. Very good blade, very good EDC style blade, but it's also very gentlemanly, so it fills that kind of category as my gentleman's knife. It's also very light, so it fills my lightweight category. So yeah, I chose this to be, this would probably wind up being, if I only had the 5 knives, my EDC knife when I'm just out and about town. And it also looks okay in suit pants and stuff like that. So, and it's pretty light, so that's why I chose this one. Other ones I considered in this category, very, very close. I did this on the $500 one. This one made that. This is the, and I know you guys like this because every time I put it in a video, everybody likes it. Real Steel Metamorph. That was very close because it's fidgety and it's fun and it's so smooth, ridiculously smooth for the price. About the same price. This is, by the way, almost forgot that, $59.95. So my second most expensive knife is the Resident. $59.95 for this also, but it's more fun to play with, absolutely, but I just like the EDC-ness, the more multi-use of the blade on the Resident. So if I only had to have one of the two, I would probably pick the Resident narrowly. Maybe, I still am not sure which one at the last moment, which one I get. Another weird one I almost put in that category. I did not put this in there. I'm going to do a review on this, but this Dijon, very lightweight, also could be a gentleman's folder kind of thing. Thought about this, but since I got it, nah, I'd much rather have those other two. All right. Next up, so we got two. So far, we are at the American Lawman. American Lawman. I'm sorry, I almost didn't sing it. And the Resident. Next up, I need a really good EDC that I don't worry about beating up, that's good for everything, good size, just a real carrier to user. That was an easy choice. That is obviously the Rat Model 1 from Ontario and D2 steel. Easy choice on this one. $39.95. This is like the first one I put on the list. This is just a great budget knife. It works really super awesomely well. I really like it. Now, next up in price, I'm gonna have to move some of these out of the way a little bit. I'll slide them all out again here at the end. I've beat it to death on here, but I spend some time in Europe every year. I needed a nice slip joint. And I searched around. I discovered this knife because of this video, and I'm so glad that I did. I just did a review on it. This is probably the previous video to this. I'm not sure what order I'm going to release these in, but probably the previous video to this. The Mazarin Plow Sodbuster from Mazarin Knives in Italy via Collector Knives. Great knife. This one is $35 with the micarta. This is not the one I would get to fit this budget. I get the wooden one. Other than that, it's exactly the same knife, but I get the wood-handled version. They come in Bacote or Santos wood. They come in two different kinds of woods. They're all beautiful. It's a D2 steel. Again, not the most perfect knife in the world, but as far as quality goes, but it wasn't bad. It's definitely fine for the price, and it's a really good size, modern, traditional, and I really like it, and definitely the one that I would get if I only had $30 left in my budget to get, which is the situation that I wound up in when I got to this. So, lastly, this is a knife that I had a hard time tracking down, but it is in production. It's just they sell out fast, but whenever they come available, they sell out fast. And I found this one on Cabela's, and which is a weird place to find one. At the last place I suspected that they have one in stock, but they did, and I bought it and they sent it to me. I wanted a small blade. The last video, I neglected a small blade. Everything was pretty good size. Excuse me. And I really felt like I'd really miss having a small blade. So I wanted a small blade. So why not get the small knife that everyone raved about last year, that's inexpensive? I think you guys know where I'm going. I got one, and I'm going to be doing a review on it soon. I'll be doing a review on that Dijon thing also. But the CRKT Pilar would be my last choice at $24.99. I'm going to use the Amazon price because they are available on Amazon. They just take a while to get here, and they're like on a month-long back order or something. But this is from Cabela's. I got it for $29.99, which would put me $5 over budget. So I'm going to use the Amazon price for that. And I'm going to use my own links because I do have an Amazon affiliate program. I actually just started it. Have not used a link yet. So if you really like this, and also this is an Amazon price too, the 90 bucks on this. So if you guys like the American Lawman or the Pilar and want to buy it on Amazon, I'll get a little kickback from it. Then the rest of these aren't really priced well or available on Amazon. So not going to put links to those on Amazon. I'll put those to the respective places that I would actually buy them from. But anyway, I digress. The Pilar, really cool. 2.5-inch blade, legal everywhere. Really nice little, I see why people raved about this thing. It's freaking cool. It's a tank, it's heavy, but it's got a nice short little blade that's not going to intimidate anybody. And it works pretty well. 8CR13 MOV steel, not going to blow me away. Neither are the Teflon bushings. But it's a fun little knife. And it's endlessly customizable. People have fallen in love with this thing. The customizing community. I mean, you can get micarta scales for it. You can carbon fiber scales for it. You can get all kinds of stuff because this show scale is so simple. It's so easy for people to pump out custom parts for it. that they absolutely have been. Yeah, I'll get more to it in the review, but I'm going to echo what everybody else said when they reviewed it last year. This design is so good, CRKT. Make a $50 version with like D2 and G10 scale on this side or something. It's a great, great knife, that great design, great basis that deserves better than it got, but it's a really, really cool knife. And for 25 bucks, kind of a no-brainer. So this is what I would have for my $250 5-knife collection. I spent a lot more time researching this than I did the 500 because you guys smoked me in the 500 one. So I spent more time so that I wouldn't look stupid this time around. I think I kind of looked dumb last time. You guys started responding and I was like, oh, everybody's choices are better than mine. This time I think I did pretty good. The two people I'm going to tag in this for their 5-knife $250 collection, and I will message them and let them know that I tagged them in this. I'm going to tag Cedric and Ada Outdoors because Pete did it to me in one of his videos, so it's a revenge tag. And I'm going to tag Patty's Potato Peelers because a lot of the cool thing about these little tag videos is that it spreads people around. You get to find other people's channels, and it's a lot of fun. And then we make little playlists, and it's great. And everybody gets to discover other channels, and that's really good. And Patty's Potato Peelers is awesome. I do the accent because he is Irish, and he has an amazing accent. He's so much fun to listen to. And he really focuses on this kind of budget category, so I'm really interested to see what he would choose. I think it's going to be pretty cool. So, and Cedric and Ada Outdoors, Pete, again, revenge tag, but also amazing channel, much bigger than mine. But if for some unbelievable reason you subscribe to me and don't subscribe to him, go subscribe and check his channel out. It's really, really good. He's super knowledgeable about steels, does these great tests, and I think he'll have some very interesting choices for this price range also. And for the foreign guys, you can use U.S. prices. That's another question I had the last time. Some of the foreign guys had a hard time responding because they're like, oh, well, what currency do we use? Use U.S. prices. All right. I've been Brian. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I had a really good time figuring these out, and it got me 2 knives that I did not have before, just for the purpose of doing this video. So hope you guys have enjoyed this. I've been Brian. Have a good one.